it means you can save $20 off tickets at SeatGeek using promo code Giraffe. If you don't know what SeatGeek is, let me tell you. It is a ticketing app that makes buying tickets super simple. I mean, I've got the app on my phone, and it is by far and away the easiest way to buy tickets. Whether it's baseball games, concerts, football preseason's coming up, if you need to buy tickets to something, SeatGeek's got it for you. As a Mets fan, you know I'm looking at those Astros and Rangers tickets next week, and I wouldn't go anywhere else but SeatGeek to get them. What I particularly love about SeatGeek is that it gives you a score on your tickets. If the SeatGeek score is green, that means you're getting a good deal. If it's red, maybe you should avoid those. It's not necessarily the best deal. But seriously, don't worry. I've got the hookup. Use code Jerome than we currently feel. He's playing like that old Anthony Rizzo we saw with the Chicago Cubs. I think because of how good the talent is at first base, he's right between this elite all-star level. Again, how many guys go to elite? How made it to the majors? He's below average first baseman right now. Brandon Belt is having a weird year. He looked really around the fringe, and baseball savant, you see his percentage. Catching the ball is not necessarily the easiest thing for him, but hit well over the entire season. You look at his WRC plus, it's good, it's above average, but I just don't see him on the same level as these other guys, and maybe that's just because I'm a Mets fan and we know what he did to me in 2015. But Padres fans, you know this too. Eric Hosmer does this every single year, and by the end of it, you go, oh, underwhelming. The franchise, Franchy Cordero, yeah, Franchy Cordero is just below average. He's an outfielder who has some interesting tools, but he just doesn't ever really put it together. Freddie Freeman, yeah, Freddie Freeman's still one of the best first basemen in all of baseball. He went to LA, and while I don't want to say he started slow, the power numbers were a little bit slow for sure, but that was also for everyone at the beginning of the year. It feels like since the month of June started up, Freddie Freeman has been on a tear, and it's just simply because he is one of the best first basemen in all of baseball. While he might not be putting up the home run numbers like Rizzo, like CJ Cron, like Christian Walker on this list, putting Freddie Freeman anywhere but a lead is absolutely crazy. First base is so deep, but I can't really go anywhere else but good for Jared Walsh. He's very good. I think he's another one of these guys. It feels like good right now. All these dudes are borderline all-stars, maybe outside of Brandon Belt because of the injuries this year. But these guys all, like, if they get hot right before the all-star break, have a chance to maybe sneak onto the team. But right now, I think they are just that next tier of first baseman. It's such a deep position because really, it's all about offense. And most of these guys all hit. And again, defense isn't that valuable really at first base. Jared Walsh is definitely good though. Jesus Aguilar is one of the more quietly fun players in baseball. The dude always has a big smile on his face. He's also really solid. But that being said, just because he's a nice player to have in your lineup doesn't mean that he's necessarily like all-star level or even in the good level for me. I always think of Jesus Aguilar as someone who on a young team, kind of like the Marlins, would be a great veteran presence. So for those reasons, I'm going to put him in the average category. I do think he's probably your average first baseman. Ji-Man Choi, a guy who's a bit of a platooner. You know, he basically faces right-handed pitching and a little bit clunky over there. And at the plate, he hits the ball hard. He hits for power, but it's just not better than really many of these other guys. I made this tier list. Who is this? Is this Seth Brown? I believe so. Seth Brown's below average. He's really an outfielder playing first base just because it's the Oakland A's and they'll put anyone at first base on any given day. He's played it the most for the A's, it feels like, this year, so I went with Seth Brown. He's below average. He's not particularly great. Doesn't hit for crazy power. Doesn't really get on base at a high clip. Just Seth Brown. It's the A's. So I think Spencer Torkelson will be fine, but he's getting eaten alive in Comerica this year. He has looked rough. And this year, which is the only thing we really have to take him on right now, you have to put him in below average. As good as I think he's going to be in his career right now, based on what we've seen at the major league level, I have to be fair to everybody else. He has not been good. Below average. Trey Mancini. Trey Mancini's good, which is now, it feels like the good's now actually turning into the average category. I don't know what to do here, guys. There's just a lot of really good first basemen, especially right now. Trey Mancini's good. He's a good hitter, and he's actually not taking too much of a hit with Baltimore changing the left field to
I knew that was the last time I'd see Tom. I'd been spending too much online.
Don't cut back. State Farm has rates to fit your budget.
Tom, I'll see you tomorrow!
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
And that's that slider.
The play, ticketed for right field. A diving gem there by Jazz Chisholm Jr.
So if you put a star by a good play, what do you put by a amazing play? Because that was unbelievable, outstretched, full tilt right there, and just a snow cone on that ice cream glove. Sorry about that.
See a nice time to make Charlie Sheen happy. Hit one into the seats.
That's a high fly ball down the right field line. It's deep, it's gone, and it's a home run for Jazz. He was in front of that one. 3-3 in the seventh. I don't know who likes it more, Charlie Sheen or my partner. And that is sharply hit down the right field line toward the corner. Anderson's on his way to third, and he's going to get the green light. He's going to score easily. It's another triple for Jazz. give the Marlins a 1-0 lead.
Hands in a great position, ready to launch. Stiff front side. I love that right there. Aggressive from the gate.
That is a base hit. Another knock for Jazz. It'll be another RBI for him, too. On his way to second. Safe. And hustled from the first step out of the box and needed every last inch to get in with a double.
Stays through it. You can even hear after that swing him say some things, because he is a little fired up after the adjustment is made, and you see him. It's that animation. You know he's going out of the box right there. For most people, that's a single. For Jazz Chisholm, that's a double.
Second-year player. Phil Cuzzy saying, let's go. I'll tell you what, if you're Jazz, if it's close, you better hack here.
0-2. Jazz is aggressive. Yeah, he is. That one's hit deep to right field. Carlson going back. Take that. Two-run home run. Jazz Chisholm Jr. This was Phil Cuzzy before. Watch him get in the box.
Yeah,
clap.
get in the box. He's saying, let's go.
And look at Yachty. Yachty's like, you got the sign. Let's go.
Saying,
Let's go.
come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Now he hangs one.
Anderson's first pitch to Jazz is hit in the air and sent out to fairly deep right field. That one's going to carry off the scoreboard on the first pitch of the game. Jazz all over it, and it's 1-0 Marlins.
Well, well, well.